Now let's talk about the resources folder. On this resources folder, it also contains other folders such as drawable, layout, and a minimap, HDPI, MDPI, HDPI, XS, HDPI, and XXS HDPI values. And we can also have other folders such as XML, raw, and assets. So uh, Android supports resources primarily through two types of files, and the first is XML files and raw files. The raw files might be such as images, audio, video. These are the raw files. Some of the XML file gets compiled into binary format, and the other is compiled as is to the device. For example, string resources XML files, which are available from this folder, string, and also layout resources XML file, which are also available here. Activity, main activity, which is this one with open design or text, um, uh, are compiled. They are compiled into binary format before becoming part of the installable package. And these XML files has predefined formats whereby XML nodes can be translated into IDs. So you can compile your own structure XML to a binary format and use the power of localization. And to do this, you can place this XML file into the resource XML. It create another folder here, which is resource XML subdirectory, and in this case you would use Android supplied XML reader to read the XML nodes. But if you place files including XML files in resources raw folder or raw directory instead, they don't get compiled into a binary format. However, because it's a resources, Android generate an ID through the r.java, which you will see we will see it later on. Yeah. The resource types of the raw file is a raw, and we can access this file identity through the r.raw.some file name minus extension. So but you must use explicit string based API to read this file. Audio and video file fall into these categories, or to this other, since the raw directory is part of the resources slash star or directory hierarchy. Even this raw audio and video file can be localization and ID generation like all other resources. So it's very important to understand all these concepts, and I think we need to talk about the this all the time so that you get familiar with it. So for example, here we have the drawable. um, it's a very important subdirectory in a resources folder, and the drawable or layout. We have layout, we have values, and we don't have XML even raw, but the values contains array, color, dimension, strings, You see, for example, we have color, string, styles, but you can add also the arrays and stuff like that. Layout is where here is where we have the UI and view definitions, and drawable is where we're going to have bitmaps and also we can have animation, which is compiled animation files, and uh, and the resources compiler in Android Asset Package 2, which is like it's called AAPT compiler. It compiles all the resources except the raw resources and place them into the a .apk file, and the apk stand for the Android package, and the .apk file is what gets installed into the device, into your phone. So XML resources parse always resources names such as for example hello dash string, but you will see the compile time error in ara.java. So here we have the resources directory structure. So you can see it says resources values, then string.xml, or you can also have resources scala values scala.xml, and so on. And if we happen to add the drawable, so we can also add like resources drawable dot png or dot gif or dot png if you add the image. And if we also add on the layout, it goes activity.xml, so this can be star.xml. The only /asset directory can contain arbitrary list of directories. Every other directory can only have file and the level of directories. So thank you guys for the little tutorial, and remember subscribe and like, and bye bye.